Live from Bethany, Oklahoma and Southern Nazarene University Football Stadium, it's the Bethany Broncos taking on the Ardmore Tigers, right?
Yes, Ardmore Tigers.
On a big 4A District 2 matchup. We are already in progress here. Bethany looking at a 2nd and 3, and McLaren gets sacked for a huge loss on the play. Number 58, Killian Bridges, the junior on the Ardmore team, getting the tackle, the sack, and the big 3rd and long. Oklahoma Sports Network here on this one. Philip Rodriguez and Brennan Rodriguez with you as always. It was a long lightning delay, not the longest I've ever faced, Brennan, but it was, about an hour and a half?
Yeah, I think it was about an hour.
So Bethany with 9:42 left to go. They're facing 3rd and 14 here from their own 31. McLaren out in the flat real quick to Griner. Picks up just 2 or 3, and then he goes down. So that'll bring up an early 4th down for the Broncos. This is kind of a do-or-die game for Bethany, currently 4th in Division 4A District 2. Hera and Ardmore both ahead of us. Of course, that rough loss to Hera last week and a real barn burner of a game. And then Ardmore ahead of us, 4-3 overall, 3-1 in the conference. Hera also 3-1 in the conference, and we're sitting there at 2-2, technically tied with Blanchard. Bad snap over the head of McLaren on the punt. He's going to have to chase it all the way back to the 1-yard line, and then he goes down. So that'll be excellent field position for the Ardmore Tigers. But as we were discussing, Brennan, kind of a must-win, not a good start to it here.
Yeah, definitely have to get the win against Ardmore tonight. Like you said, they're 4-3, and this is for hopes to get into the playoffs. So definitely an important game. It's kind of weird with the weather delay, kind of throwing some things off. But, yeah, not the best opener, but I'm sure once they get settled in and get that kind of weird delay off their shoulders, they'll be just fine.
Interesting thing seems to be that other divisions are not having games tonight. This is mainly kind of an Oklahoma City thing to be moving a lot of these things around. Hera plays tomorrow against Medill. That's something that Bethany fans will definitely be keeping an eye on. So we've got 1st and goal from about the 2-yard line here. Ardmore going to hand it off up the middle to the running back, number 8, DeRai Washington, and he scores. The freshman scoring a touchdown on the first play for the Ardmore Tigers. 8:51 left to go in the first, and it is already 6-0 Ardmore.
Yeah, kind of an unfortunate snap that pushed us back into our own territory, and just kind of nothing you can do right there. Just got to make up for those mistakes.
Hopefully here's a score that should inspire our guys right now. Tuttle is playing Blanchard and, of course, beating them 14-0. Blanchard with another conference loss would fall out from underneath us. And now a win here would be really nice, but if we do lose this one for some reason, Blanchard losing would really help us a lot. But it'd be perfect to just, not lose. But extra point is good. Ardmore ahead, 8:51 left to go, up 7-0. Bethany Football, Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Back here in Bethany, Oklahoma, Southern Nazarene University Football Stadium, watching the Bethany Broncos take on the Ardmore Tigers. Phil Rodriguez, Brendan Rodriguez here with you on Oklahoma Sports Network. Ardmore taking an early 7-0 lead here with 8:51 left to go. Bethany started with the ball first. Technically a 3-and-out, but then on the 4th down on the punt, the snap goes sailing over McLaren's head, and he ends up falling on it way back at the 2-yard line. Ardmore punches it in on the very first play. So we'll get another try here, down 7-0. Here's Damian Aguilar. Ball slips through his hands, but he picks it up. Nice job by Aguilar, making people miss to the 15 and a little bit past it. Not the best return, but, man, he made of it what he could. Nice job by Aguilar.
Yeah, and we got to remember, too, that it is wet out there. I know they have a turf field.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I kind of forgot about that, but ball's definitely going to be wet tonight.
I was watching the puddles accumulate during the delay, and definitely there's got to be some wet spots out there. So McLaren in the offense will come back out again here just a little bit behind the 16-yard line. Got Jagger Weaver lined up wide to the right at the bottom of your screen. Seth Griner right on top of him in the slot. Eli Mars at the very top, or is that Noah Mars? I get those two mixed up. I'm going to have to check. McLaren will take the handoff. He's got a lot of green in front of him to the 40. He's across to midfield, and a flag goes down. They love to throw those when something good happens for us, don't they?
Oh, they're going to call a hold
Pushed
on
out
Eli
of bounds
Mars.
at about the 45, but that is right. Brendan spotted the hold. This one's going to be coming back a little bit.
Wow.
Just when the momentum was going to swing back in our favor, they ripped that one out from under us. Bad mental mistake there. See where they end up spotting it here. Officials still discussing. I guess while they're discussing, I was going to go ahead and bring up, some of you may care about the Thunder game if you're not watching it yourselves. End of the third quarter, Thunder up 81-78 on the Pacers in that finals matchup, or finals rematch in Indianapolis. Looks like the hold will push Bethany back to essentially the earlier line of scrimmage, so they're looking at about first and about 10.5 now from the 34. So it's not all bad. We've still got a first down. It's not first and 20 either. That's when we've really struggled, is when we have those early penalties on drives and we get ourselves into like a 2nd and 20. It's hard to get out of that. Twin backs with McLaren in the backfield. Ardmore showing rush from the left side. McLaren stands up to it, hits Weaver on the slant, takes a hard hit just before the 50 and goes down. Good job to hold on to that ball. Definitely shaken up, but Weaver's a trooper.
Yeah, great read by McLaren, given that time, or that play time to develop.
And that's a new set of downs for the Broncos. They'll look at first and 10 now from their own 48, 8 minutes in running here in the first quarter. Down 7-0, trying to tie it back up here and get us a very important conference win. Twin backs again back there with McLaren. He'll hand off to Teehee. Lots of space. Left side. Downhill runner. Look at him go. 30, 25. Down to the 20. Tried to make somebody miss at the last second. Ends up going down, but it's a huge run for Baron Teehee, about 32 yards.
Yeah, and tonight it was senior night, I believe.
Oh, absolutely. It's the last home game of the year.
Yep.
We forgot to mention.
He was one of the seniors, as well as Jagger Weaver.
So definitely going to be calling attention to the seniors throughout tonight. This will be their last home game. We had about 5 away games in these last 2 months. This is the last home game. Twin back set again. Got McGee and Teehee back there. McGee's going to get the call. Left side, met immediately. Good defensive play by Ardmore. Coming off the right side, they pull him down at the line.
Yeah, good defensive stop from Ardmore. And they had Rick Brady over there on the far side one-on-one, and we've seen how successful that play is.
Oh, we got to see him get a ball, get a ball in the air. Man, that corner fade,
yep.
That has yet to not work in the end zone.
Yeah, watch this. Now we're going to,
Oh, now he's coming off, unless he's going wide.
Commentate.
Yeah, they're putting him wide.
So definitely got to run this
big
play.
Old Brett Brady down at the bottom of your screen, split out wide right. Watch for that fade to the corner of the end zone. They love to get him in these one-on-one matchups. McLaren looking left, looking back, looking left again. He's going deep into the end zone for Seth Griner, and the pass is broken up nicely by number 19, Marcus Addison for Ardmore. It's a good defensive play. Hard to hate it.
Yeah, good protection up front from the Broncos, giving McLaren some time to see the field, but good job from the Tigers. They had their secondary covered up everybody.
Yeah, pass protection has been excellent. Ardmore showing blitz on almost every play so far, and McLaren still had plenty of time to throw. So pistol set, 3 receivers. Breck Brady back in at tight end, just to the right of the right tackle. Baron Teehee behind McLaren. It's a 3rd and 10 here. McLaren option, he'll keep it. He's got 7 or 8, pretty good. Might be on the line for the first. Let's see where the spot is.
Oh, they're going to call him a yard short.
Looks like it.
Looked a lot closer.
It really did from up here, but it's a weird angle from where we're at. So it's 4th and 1, 6 minutes and counting on the clock. Offense stays on the field for the Broncos. No surprise there. Field goal doesn't get you much here. Same personnel, but Brady split out into the slot on the right side instead of at the tight end position. Got Eli Mars on the other side of him. Seth Griner and Jagger Weaver up at the top of your screen on the left side. And we're going to have a timeout from Bethany. They're going to think about this one. Maybe not a bad idea. So 5:43 left in the first. Score is Ardmore 7, Bethany nothing. Bethany Broncos football, Oklahoma Sports Network.
Download our free apps on Apple and Android devices. Plus, find us on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV. Search Oklahoma Sports Network and watch from anywhere.
Back here in Bethany, Oklahoma at the Southern Nazarene University Football Stadium, Bethany Broncos down 7-0 to the Ardmore Tigers here on Oklahoma Sports Network. And here we go, 4th and 1. McLaren going to keep it, dives forward on the left side. He might have got it, but it's going to be close.
Yeah, they're going to have to pull the chains out for this one. It's the way he's got it spotted looks, like you said, really close.
Yeah, they're spotting him basically just inside of the 11, and that's pretty much where the first down marker seems to be from where I'm looking. It's going to be close here. 5:38 left to go. Broncos trying to answer after Ardmore scored on a one-play, 2-yard drive as a result of a bad snap on a punt that went over McLaren's head. He did his best to cover it at the 2. Ardmore jumped on top of it. You may notice, hey, it's really late in the evening for you guys to still be in the first quarter. Well, we did have an hour and a half lightning delay. So we are here. The field is wet. The ball is wet. And the first down is good. So they will give McLaren the call, and it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Broncos just inside of the Ardmore 11. So this is one of those weird situations where you get to the goal line, you get a new set of downs. Barron T, he's still the running back there. We noticed Wyatt Kiefer is suited back up after injury. We haven't seen him on the field yet. McLaren's going to pass. He's under a lot of pressure, but Barron T, he's right there, but he underthrows him.
That was definitely a slippery ball right there. It kind of slipped out of his hands.
Had to be. The throw was there, and the receiver was there. Pressure was in his face, but McLaren is not a guy that throws a bad pass when pressure's in his face. Got to be a wet ball. What a shame.
Hey, and shout out another senior checking into the game, Marcus Lopez.
Oh, yeah, we love Marcos Lopez, number 15. Senior fullback and defensive lineman and linebacker. He's a utility guy. I've seen him at every position, I feel like, on the field. So here we go, 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, He's going to get to look up the middle, picks up maybe 3 or 4.
Hey, and someone that I do see on the sideline as well is kind of forgot that he was injured. I think it was early on in the season.
Oh, is Sawyer Yates back up?
Yates.
Heck
he's
yeah.
Padded up, but not in the game.
Another guy, though, we could use on that O-line for some ground and pound. I'm sure we're going to see both of these guys get in tonight. 5 minutes and counting on the clock. We're going to be looking at a 3rd and 5. Again, if we get to the goal line, we can get a new set of downs. Looks like just inside the 2, basically. TE out there at the back. Breck Brady's one-on-one, Brendan, on the left side of your screen.
There it is.
That's where he's going. Corner of the end zone. He caught it with the pass interference. I don't care if you're hanging on me. I want the touchdown. Breck Brady, you are a specimen, sir. Goodness gracious. What a touchdown. And again, it's what, 5 for 5, 6 for 6 now this season?
I was about to say, he's caught every ball like that.
The officials are deliberating. If they call offensive pass interference, Brendan, I might throw myself through the window. The fans are suspiciously quiet. Yeah, it's going to be pass interference defense. That one's going to get declined because it's a touchdown. So 7-6 now the score. 4:48 left to go in the first. Tigers still ahead, but we'll see if this extra point can tie it up. Hold is good. Kick is good. Kick is through the uprights.
There we go.
So 4:48 left to go in the first, and Breck Brady does it again. The corner fade catches a touchdown. It's 7-7, all tied up. Bethany football, Oklahoma Sports Network.
So, not real big on paying bank fees? Well, that's okay. It means you're smart with your money and you know how to get a good deal. You're a credit union kind of person, and Communication Federal is your kind of credit union. In fact, PayMe Checking puts real money right into your account when you use your Visa debit card, online or in stores. PayMe Checking, the free account that pays you only from Communication Federal Credit Union.
Back here in Bethany, Oklahoma at Southern Nazarene University Football Stadium, Oklahoma Sports Network watching the Bethany Broncos take on the Ardmore Tigers here. It's the final home game for the Bethany Broncos of the 2025 season, so we're celebrating our seniors on the squad, and we are tied up at 7 in a big divisional matchup. Ardmore is 2 spots ahead of us, just ahead of Hera right now in the standings. We are holding on to our number 4 spot, which is the final playoff spot in the division, but that could easily slip away. The more conference wins we can get by, the more points, the better. The good news is our slate of road games coming up is not exactly the most high-level competition, but you can't get overconfident. So here's a kickoff after the score. There must have been a flag we missed, Brandon, because that was way up there.
They used the pass interference for the
kickoff.
kickoff.
Oh, nice. They applied it on the kickoff.
Yep.
Very smart. So that'll pin Ardmore back at their own 20. That's only, let me do the quick math here, 78 yards further back than their last field position.
Yep.
So, it should be easy for them. They had a good time last time. So 4:48 left to go as Ardmore prepares to take over 1st and 10 on their own 20.
I know McLaren like to put him in during kind of like long third downs, and I'm surprised to see him out there playing a little bit of DB, kind of strong safety.
Yeah, it seems like they like to put him in that kind of robber safety position. I mean, hey, if your quarterback wants to go out there and hit somebody, let him do it.
Old style kind of.
Yeah, Ardmore showing a tight wishbone. If I remember right, this is what they ran last year, too. Handoff up the middle. Decent gain, maybe about 4 yards. I think that's that freshman again. Yes, it is. True freshman, DeRay Washington. 5'10", 170, true freshman, man. What are they feeding these kids, Brendan?
I don't remember last year. I believe we went to Ardmore, and that's when they had his last name was Nixon. Nixon. You remember him? He was a tight end. He was going to OU. He's number 88.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
They did go to him once, and he had a big touchdown, and that was about all they could do. Pitch out on the play here, traditional option-style football, and it's working. Big run there from number 27, Tyson Laster. Interesting. He's a junior, has the same height and weight stats as that freshman running back they've got.
Yeah, and the thing about that wishbone kind of offense is if they get outside and get wide and get loose, if you don't cover the flats, it can be difficult to play against.
Well, and you've got, about 4, possible ball carriers at the beginning of every play between the quarterback and the 3 running backs, so it's hard to key on any one guy. But we got 8 guys, maybe even 9 in the box. And yet they still can move that pile forward, about a 6 or 7 yard gain from the running back there. Again, the true freshman, Washington. Seemed like they made all the right reads, got to all the right spots. It's just the Ardmore line won the battle of wills. It's going to bring up 2nd and 2 now from the 47. Bethany again very tight. Lots of players lined up very close to the line to stop the run. And they're going to throw, looking for that one-on-one matchup. Aguilar's out there on coverage and breaks it up. Great defense by Damian Aguilar. Put with his back up against the wall, and he got it done.
And he's carrying over from last week. He had a phenomenal game last week, even playing wide receiver and cornerback, just like he is this game, and phenomenal game.
Absolutely.
Against Tara, and he's transitioning this into this week.
We absolutely see Aguilar playing hard out there every week. 3rd and 2, big 3rd down for the Broncos here. They keep using that motion to try to pull McLaren away. Oh, they went early. We're not going to call that?
Oh, wow.
That's a false start. Oh, my goodness. The Ardmore quarterback gets underneath the center, who starts early. Kadrian Miller, huge run. I feel like the NFL guy's complaining about the tush push. How did nobody see that?
I didn't even notice it. Oh, he did? Yeah, we were watching the replay. It was close.
The entire interior of the offensive line got a step or two before the play started. It was, I'm really surprised that wasn't called. Big advantage for Ardmore on that play. 1st and goal now for the Tigers from the Bethany 9. 2:37 remaining in the first. They're going to run it up the middle again with Washington, and again, he's going to get 4 or 5. He's just unstoppable right now.
Yeah, and they're doing a really good job of disguising the football. It's kind of tough to see who's getting the ball, actually. And I know being down there on the field, it's even harder.
Yeah, you can definitely see a little bit of confusion, especially up front, and you can't blame them when they're running that well. 2nd and goal now from the 5. Little over 2 minutes remaining, clock counting. No surprises. Ardmore still in the wishbone. Number 2 going from left to right. This time he's going to get the pitch, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown Tigers. Jawan Lee, the junior running back and sophomore, gets around on the end-around toss and scores, and Ardmore's back in the lead.
Yeah, it's kind of tough to defend against that wishbone, like I said. Just picking up those 5 or 6 yards every play and then them busting it for a long one, and they've done that this whole drive, and that's tough to stop.
Demoralizing stuff. Ardmore gets the kick off, and it is good. So it's 14-7. Tigers in the lead. Minute 52 remaining in the first. McLaren and company preparing to take back over and going to try to get back on the scoreboard here. Bethany Broncos football, Oklahoma Sports Network. Back here in Bethany, Oklahoma at Southern Nazarene University Football Stadium, Oklahoma Sports Network's coverage of Bethany Broncos versus Ardmore Tigers. Phil Rodriguez, Brendan Rodriguez here live with you with a minute 52 remaining in the first. Ardmore has taken back the lead 14-7, got down the field using that wonderful wishbone that they are utilizing, looking like Barry Switzer's Oklahoma in the 80s, and they are running it about as well.
Oh.
But still plenty of time, plenty of game left. Bethany looked great on offense on their first drive. We'll see what they can do here as we get underway for this kickoff. Jagger Weaver and Damian Aguilar back there to return, but it'll fall to Cruz Burleson, who will field it and takes it across to about the 32.
Yeah, good field position. We were a little farther back last drive, but manageable distance to score. And just like the last drive, had some success, and I won't be surprised if they just keep doing the same thing.
They've done a good job of keeping it balanced to where you really don't know if you're going to see a run look or a pass look, no matter what the formation is. Xavier McGee out there as the running back. Barron he will stay on the sideline. 3 wide receivers out left, so we got trips left for McLaren. Breck Brady lined up as a tight end to the right of the right tackle. McLaren fakes the handoff, looking for Jagger Weaver, who's wide open over the middle, makes the catch, goes down at about the 48. Great play.
I agree. Getting a fresh ball, first down right after a kickoff.
There
Why
you go.
not throw it?
Nice and dry.
Yep.
Now that the ball's all wet, let's go to the run game.
Yeah, right.
McGee will stay out there as the running back. We now split out Jagger Weaver and Seth Griner to the right side at the bottom of your screen. Option play right side. McLaren tucks it and keeps it. He's got field over the 40. Tried to hurdle him, couldn't quite get there. But it's still a great play by McLaren. First down, ball's at the 37.
Absolutely great run. He's utilized his arm and legs really well so far early in this football game.
And pardon me, actually going to be at the 38, not the 37. I would have given him the end of the hurdle, but that's why I'm not a ref. I'm a little biased. Minute 20 left to go in the first. Broncos looking at 1st and 10 at the Ardmore 38 here. Two backs back there. Teehee to his left, McGee to his right. McLaren in the shotgun. Breck Brady split out wide to the left. Teehee will get the look. He's met immediately by Ardmore players. They sniffed that one out and got past the offensive line. It's going to be a loss of about 1.
Yeah, he was trying to be patient and find a little hole to hit, but nothing that came up.
Yeah, he had that good vision to wait for the hole to open, but it just didn't happen. 2nd and 11 now from the 39. McGee and Teehee both still out there. Breck Brady's still lined up wide to the left side. 30 seconds left in the first. McLaren looking at Brady, looking at Jagger Weaver. He's open, but he's going to tuck it and run, and he's going to lose a couple. Jagger Weaver waving over the middle of the field, ready to catch the ball. I don't know if McLaren didn't see him or he thought that hole was going to be wider than it was.
Yeah, what it looked like is his checkdowns. He's looking for Brady first, and then he went straight to the post route for a Griner, and it was covered up well. And I didn't even see Jagger in the middle.
Yeah, see, I thought when he looked at Griner at the post, he would see Weaver going over the middle, but that's going to be the end of the first quarter. Bethany Broncos down 14-7, but they are driving, although it is looking at a 3rd and 14 from the Ardmore 43. So we'll be back here in just a moment with more Bethany Broncos football, Oklahoma Sports Network. Back here in Bethany, Oklahoma, Southern Nazarene University Football Stadium for Oklahoma Sports Network's coverage of the Bethany Broncos football game against the Ardmore Tigers. Phil Rodriguez, Brendan Rodriguez here with you. Broncos looking at a 3rd and 14, down 14-7 here at the beginning of the second quarter. McLaren rolling left, looking, throws to Griner into his fingertips and then out of him. Wouldn't have been enough for the first down anyways.
Yeah, it was looking like a good drive. McLaren was, running down the field, had some good open field running opportunities, but kind of like you said, we, get behind the stick sometimes, and that hurts us just a little bit.
It seems like it causes guys to press just a little bit too much, especially guys like McLaren. He wants to make that big play. You can't blame him, but sometimes when you want to make that big play, it makes it easier to make mistakes.
Great punt.
Great punt, great bounce down inside the 5 to the 2 to the 1. They are going to be way back there. And when you're standing in your own end zone and you're running the wishbone, that can get a little dicey.
Hey, Phil, he's back. Number 12, Kiefer's on the field to play some defense.
Kiefer, love it.
Oh, and Sawyer Yates.
Oh,
He's
both
out
our
there
big
as well.
guys that we've been missing. I'm over here punching stuff. I'm so excited. So it looks like Wyatt Kiefer will be at linebacker. Although, really, everybody's kind of playing defensive line today. see what they can do here. 1st and 10. They're going to mark it at their own 3. Yeah, that is our guy Sawyer Yates, a defensive tackle. Breck Brady out to the left of him. Wyatt Kiefer's out there somewhere. I know I saw him. Oh, my
no.
goodness. Big space up the middle. That's
Can Griner catch
Washington
him?
again. Griner's going to try to catch him, but he won't.
Oh, goodness.
96 yards to the house. DeRay, Washington. Brendan, I think this team might be better than they were last year.
Yeah, they were a good team last year as well. And, you know, you want to say blitz everybody. They've got, you know, they're running the wishbone. But then once they do that, they'll try to throw it over the top or just pitch it out wide. So it's really up to, you know, our up front guys to plug those holes and really get downhill with our linebackers.
Yeah, I noticed when they started, a lot of those blockers on the Ardmore side went real low, and it was really hard for any of our defenders to do anything about it, and then boom, there was the hole.
And Breck Brady has a game for him tonight. Number 74, Jacoby Jefferson, 6'5", 330 pounds.
My goodness. Yeah, I saw that guy down there. He's not the only big one down there on the offensive line either. There's a fellow with the braids, also number 72. He's a big guy.
Yeah, he is. I can't pronounce his name. I think it's Quinoa Joe. He's 6'3", 320 pounds.
Goodness gracious. So some big guys down there help pave the way for a huge touchdown for the Ardmore Tigers. They're up 21-7. 11:33 left to go in the first here. Bethany Broncos, Oklahoma Sports Network. Back here in Bethany, Oklahoma, live at Southern Nazarene University Football Stadium, watching the Bethany Broncos take on the Ardmore Tigers here in this 4A Division II matchup on Oklahoma Sports Network. Phil Rodriguez and Brendan Rodriguez here with you, and it's not been great for the Broncos so far. Ardmore showing off a lot of strength with the wishbone offense and 97-yard rushing touchdown from DeRay Washington, the true freshman running back who has been running all over the Broncos defense tonight. We had some decent momentum on offense, but the last drive did not end well. We'll see what we can do here. Aguilar gets under this one at about the 20. Taken across the 30, 35. Looked for a little bit of room, and he swallowed up at about the 34. Great return by Aguilar.
Yeah, absolutely. Great return. And like you're saying, the running back for the Tigers really quick, really, really fast. I mean, we have some quick guys, Griner, Aguilar, Jagger Weaver, but wasn't able to catch him.
He left him in their dust.
But
or in his dust, I should say.
Yeah, but definitely, as this game's going on, we're definitely going to need some success on the offensive side. We've had some good pushes in the 2 drives that we've had, so just some more consistency.
The good news is neither of those big guys for Ardmore play on the defensive side of the ball. We've got spread out here 4 wide receivers. Breck Brady isn't really a receiver, but you know what I mean. Shotgun for McLaren. Looking to his right for Mars, and he's got him, but it's only a gain of about 3.
Yeah, it's a long throw, and he threw it to really good accuracy and great catch by Eli Mars.
You know, it's not just the field that's slippery. I just saw a young fan slip on the bleachers down here because he was playing around too much, not listening to Mom. I got a 5-year-old who does the same darn thing. 11 minutes left to go in the second. Looking to climb back from this deficit. Bethany looking at 2nd and 6 from their own 42.
Oh, good pull.
Oh, great fake handoff. I thought he actually gave it to him. McLaren keeps the ball, pulls it to the left, and picks up about 5. I really thought He had it, and I was about to get upset.
Yeah, great eyes from McLaren and choosing to pull that one and pick up almost a first down.
Hey, 3rd and 1 is a lot easier than 3rd and 14.
Right.
We're definitely better at converting these. 3 wide receivers. Brady out to the right of the right tackle. McLaren tried to draw him on the hard count.
I kind of like this one-on-one to our side with Jagger.
Yeah, definitely a mismatch. We know how good he is. They're going to do an option right side. McLaren pulls it down, looking for room. He's got the first down. Nice run. Oh, yeah, come on. Blow that dead by contact. Don't hurt our guy.
Right.
McLaren picks up 4 or 5, new set of sticks.
And he's continuing to use his legs. And once he gets an open space, he's a really quick guy.
You know, I don't know if new set of sticks is a thing, but we're going to make it one. New set of downs, move the sticks, new set of sticks. Got 9:50 and counting remaining here in the second quarter.
And I wonder what the decision was to let Kiefer play defense but not offense. I wonder.
That is, yeah, that is curious.
Maybe
where
don't
we've
wanna...
maybe seen the most success has been when he's been on running plays.
Yeah. But, hey, Teehee and McGee are doing a really great job.
Oh, absolutely. We just want to see our guy make a play. McLaren looking over the middle to Seth Greiner and sails it over his head. Man, did we have miscommunication there or what?
I don't know. You'd like to say it was a slippery ball, but, I mean, it probably was. But, yeah, he just kind of let that one float a little too high.
Just kind of aired out on him. Bring us up a 2nd and 10. Ball on the Ardmore 47. McLaren's got Teehee back there with him. And Teehee will get the call. Lots of room up the middle. And he's got enough for the first down. Maybe he might be about a yard short.
Yeah, I think he'll fall short just by, like you said, a yard.
So we'll see another 3rd and short here, 3rd and 1 from the Ardmore 38. Moving the ball right along, utilizing the run game, the play action, all the things that we're good at, just keeping these guys off balance. 9 minutes and counting here in the second. McLaren going to give to Teehee again, has a nice gap, squirts through it, picks up about 5 or 6, and once again, a new set of sticks.
New set of sticks, I like it.
That's going to be my thing. So it'll be 1st and 10 now at the Ardmore 34. 8:50 and counting on the clock here in the second quarter. They got Marcos Lopez in there as a fullback. High snap. McLaren pulls it down, looking downfield. Will just get rid of it.
Yeah, smart play.
He was out of the pocket, so that will not be intentional grounding. It will, however, bring up a 2nd and 10.
Oh, they're going to throw it.
Oh, no, they are going to call it. I don't really understand that call when you're out of the pocket, Brendan. I thought it was, you can get rid of it pretty much as long as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, but I think it has to get past the line of scrimmage.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That is a thing. That is right. So since he did not get it past the line of scrimmage, that is going to be intentional grounding. So that'll be loss of down, and the ball will be spotted where he threw it from, unless they have a different rule in high school. Yeah, that will be what it is. So it's 2nd and about 12, 14. Excuse me? What? I don't.
What is that, an 8-yard penalty?
Yeah. I thought it was spot of the ball, but, high school has different rules. So that's going to put us into a situation we don't like to be in. It's about 2nd and 20 now. McLaren looking.
Oh,
has
that's
Mars
penalty.
Downfield. They're not going to call it. Big bump from the defensive back on Eli Mars as he crosses over the middle of the field, and that's a big no call. Fans are upset. We've got Bethany coaches are upset and on the field.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, looking at the replay, definitely a.
Yeah, I mean, I saw the bump. I watched it happen live. It was very surprising. I just assumed the flag would come out. 3rd and really long now. Not a situation where we can usually be at our best. We've had some success with downfield passing, though. Let's see what happens. 3rd and 20 from the Ardmore 42. And he was under pressure. McLaren tried to get it out to Mars on the screen, and some frustration down there.
Yeah, it looks like Eli Mars and McLaren are going to talk about some things.
I think if I were Eli Mars, I'd be talking about some things with the officials. But that's just me. I'm not good at keeping my mouth shut. I've learned that about myself real quickly. We've got 8:28 left to go in the second. It's 4th and 16. So Bethany will probably punt it away here. McLaren's had some really good punts. Unfortunately, the best one that he had that was pinned way back at the 3, Ardmore turned that around into a big rushing touchdown. So another
good kick,
great punt. This one will also be downed way back, this time at the 1.
McLaren's got that kicking down.
He really does. I'm impressed with his punting ability. It's really come a long way this season. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for Ardmore behind the 1. The fans and the coach have not forgotten the no call, and they are not happy about it. Crazy.
So we've done it before, but, a safety would be pretty nice.
I would love to see it, but I'm not going to say I have high hopes considering the 97-yard touchdown.
Yeah, those are one of those that they run it absolutely perfect. He had the perfect hole. The defense was looking somewhere else where he was not. It just worked out great for them. But, I like to say, count your blessings because that doesn't always happen.
But I do think that's been the big separating factor between the two teams tonight has been execution. Ardmore is executing basically 100% of the time, and if you're not executing at that same rate as your opponent, you're going to fall behind. 1st and 10 from the 1. Bethany trying to show blitz. They hand it off to the running back, and he only picks up about 1. So it's not a 97-yard touchdown. It's not a safety. We'll take it.
Yeah, great tackle by Marcus Lopez, stepping up and getting off a block, and great in the middle of the field tackle.
Wyatt Kiefer back in once again on defense. He's part of that group of what looks like 5 linebackers.
Yeah, I like that decision to put Kiefer in and take McLaren out, give him a break.
Yeah, spare
keep him healthy for offense and really try to pin these guys back in the end zone.
Well, and no shame to McLaren. I feel like Kiefer can probably hit a little harder. Speaking of hitting hard, they try to bring the ball carrier down. The ball is loose, and they recover it. Man, that was a close one, though.
Yeah, it looked like someone batted it out of bounds.
Hard to see. It's way over there, so I appreciate Brennan with his eagle eyes. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 8. 7:35 remaining here in the second. Ardmore ahead 21-7. Bethany wants a stop here.
It'd be a great stop.
McLaren checks back in as the robber safety, but he's down there with his buddy Kiefer, too.
And wise decision from Bethany, I didn't realize it, keeping the metal instruments out of the band's hands tonight. The band's not here tonight.
Oh, that is smart. I think the band left after the lightning delay. I'm not going to lie. Big 3rd down here. Wishbone formation. Car horns. He's under pressure. The quarterback in the backfield gets rid of it.
Oh, he's
and
wide
it's
open.
Caught. Oh, my goodness. Huge catch by number 2, Jawan Lee. He makes people miss and gets down to the 37. That's rotten, Brendan.
He was a late leaker. And
a late leaker.
Well, he leaked from the other side. But, nobody was expecting that to happen. I wasn't even looking for that.
So it's a new set of downs for Ardmore. They're looking at a 1st and 10 now from their own 38. 7:10 remaining in the game in the second quarter, and the clock is counting. And someone's coordinator up here is upset. Either that or we have some more thunder, but I don't think it's that. Handoff up the middle. I think it's that true freshman again.
It's kind of a late whistle.
That was a very late whistle.
Let them fight for it.
3 or 4 yards picked up there by Washington, the star of the night so far. Or pardon me, that's a new fellow. We got number 4, that is Jermaine Stubblefield. Sophomore running back. I keep looking at 10s and I'm thinking they're juniors. What am I doing?
Yeah, not that number.
No. An 11 is a junior, 12 is a senior. And they don't have a ton of seniors on this Ardmore squad, I'm noticing. So that's not a good look for us if this is a young team that's going to continue to harass us like this. 2nd and 6. It's going to be a pass. Looking over the middle, has his man wide open, pulled down. That's Tyson Laster. Everyone on this Ardmore team is making a play when called on. Everyone.
Yeah, you don't see that very often. I think Jagger Weaver was a little bit late to sniffing that one out and just got caught looking in the backfield. And that's another thing, like I've saying, it's really hard to play against a team that does stuff like that.
hard to defend against a pass when you're looked to seeing them, run with 4 different guys every play, and then all of a sudden they go over the top. And especially when you have one of those running backs going out for, something like a little wheel route. It's a 1st and 10 on the 32 of Bethany. They're going to hand off again to Stubblefield, and he gets maybe 1 or 2. .555 and counting here in the second.
And the thing about this kind of offense as well is that getting those couple yards and just kind of just milking things away, it takes a lot of the time away from the clock and a lot of time away from your opponent's, ability to score.
It's how Army can.
Yeah, I was about to say
people.
Army, yep.
Yeah, well, now Navy does. I think Army throws the ball quite a bit now. Quick pitch out to Laster on the left side. He's got a lot of field. Griner will track him down and push him out of bounds, but not before he gets a first. Yeah, you know what I just thought of, Brendan?
Yes.
Don't these guys have to go to school tomorrow?
I believe so.
After the lightning delay? Man. Because it's almost 9:30. We're not even at halftime.
If I was them, I would be, Mom, it's not happening. I'm not making
right,
it to
Mom,
school
please don't make me go. Skip day tomorrow. Mom said Seth was going to do it. Seth Griner, I'm picking you out. You're playing hooky tomorrow. 5:22 left to go here. Motion from Laster, and he abruptly stops. It's a very tight wishbone set. They do have some wideouts, but they are really tucked inside. Pitch, left side. Is that playing on my headphones? That was weird.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Someone's hearing the commercial.
I was about to turn around and chastise the camera guy for being on his phone. He's over here doing his due diligence. Trying to watch the end of the Thunder game. It's coming down to the wire. They're tied up at 113 with 6 seconds left. And then, so that was a false start on Laster.
Yep.
So it's 1st and 15 now for the Ardmore Tigers from the 24 of the Bethany Broncos. 5 minutes and counting on the second quarter. They're going to throw again. They've got a good matchup, one-on-one in the end zone.
Again, he does it.
Incomplete.
Aguilar.
Damian Aguilar, second time he's broken up a pass. Goodness gracious. More like Damian Sanders.
I like that, Damian Sanders. There you go.
Golly. I don't know. He's not really flashy enough to be a Sanders, though. He's real quiet and humble. He lets his play speak for him, it seems like. Man, what a play, though. Touchdown save.
Great play.
Second time, I think, he's saved a touchdown.
Yep.
4:57 left to go here in the second. 2nd and 15. They're going to do an option play, and everybody went left. They go right. Weaving, bobbing inside the 5 is Juwan Lee. 1st and goal, Ardmore, with 4:50 left in the second.
Yeah, we've got to figure something out, on the outside in the flat area to stop that, because they've been really successful all game with that.
Yeah, they're just punishing us on the outside, and then we got to figure out a way that if they all go left, we still have someone on the right to defend that. But how do you prepare for that without having just a free guy floating out there doing nothing?
Yep.
1st and goal at the Bethany 4. 4:30 and counting in this one. They hand it off up the middle, and I guess the quarterback keeps it, huh? Doesn't get much, maybe a yard. Be a great time for a big defensive stop right here. Yeah, they really take their time. 10 seconds left on the play clock, then they get to the snap. 3:50 left on the second quarter clock. Run up the middle, looks like it's a touchdown.
Yep.
So 3:44 left to go here in the second. And it is 27-7, Ardmore Tigers on top. Yeah, I got to be honest, Brandon, this is not what I expected.
Yeah, me neither. We've got them a little bit in size. Definitely not those two guys, but got them in size and matching them with their speed. But like you said, they're just performing and doing the little things well.
They're just executing well. Not 100%. Aguilar's breaking up passes, but 95%. Now 3:44 left to go here in the second quarter. Tigers on top 27-7. Bethany Broncos, Oklahoma Sports Network. Back here in Bethany, Oklahoma, live at Southern Nazarene University Football Stadium, watching the Bethany Broncos take on the Ardmore Tigers. It's not going great. 27-7 is the score. Ardmore on top with 3:44 left to go in the second quarter. It's not that we've played bad. We've played great. It's just that Ardmore has played exceptionally great, executing on just about every play. Offensively, our defense seems to have no answer for the wishbone offense, and just when we think we've got it figured out, they go over the top and find somebody deep. Oof. What do we do, Brendan?
I mean, I really liked what we did on the scoring drive, mixing it up between running with Teehee and letting McLaren just get out wide and run. And, I think we've tried 3 or 4, open field throws that haven't gone our way. So I definitely think just go back to that ground game and let Teehee and McGee kind of run it up and let McLaren continue to make good decisions.
Seemed like that was when we were at our best, and we're going to get good field position here with the kickoff going out of bounds. Going to get to start at the 35. So 3:44 left to go in the second. We discussed it privately amongst ourselves at the break, but wouldn't you know it, the Thunder went to overtime again tonight. They're down 115-113 against the Pacers right now in the first overtime period. We'll see what comes of that. We'll see what comes of this for the Bethany offense as they come back out on the field. Baron Teehee is the running back. Trips left is Eli Mars, Seth Greiner, and Jagger Weaver. Breck Brady alone on the right side of the formation. McLaren going to keep the ball after faking the handoff to Teehee. Tucks it, runs it himself. Right side, has blocks, has room. Down the field, across midfield to the 40 and out of bounds. Big play in McLaren. Vroom, vroom. I feel like that was we made jokes about him a lot last year. Or not jokes at him, but, puns about his name. We haven't made a lot of those this year. But what do you know? Here's McLaren on a drive.
Oh, I said later this year, we don't have one in our shop, but we definitely have one on the field.
You did say that. That's right. 3:35 to go in the second. Teehee still the man out there next to McLaren. McLaren will pass. Looking left. Throws. Looked for Greiner, but the ball was tipped. Good defense from the Tigers.
Yeah, that was their tall number 11, Gino Odom. He stands at 6'1", 165 pounds.
Is 6'1" tall? I guess when you play for Ardmore,
I think
it
it's
is.
tall.
Yeah, they don't have anybody taller than 6'1" that's not a lineman.
He's got long arms as well.
Ah, that'll help. That, what do you call it? That reach. Wingspan. That's what they call it in the NBA. Your wingspan.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember Durant was like 8 feet, even though he was not 7 feet tall. 2nd and 10 from the 40. McLaren looking left again.
Good
Wants
throw.
Weaver. Got him. Good catch. Goes down to the ground, maybe a yard short of the first. We'll take that play all day. Yeah, passes over the middle, especially short ones like those mesh kind of looks like Mike Leach's teams used to love to do.
Yep.
Those are working real well. The power running game working real well. If we stick to what's working, we're going to score, period.
I believe Mike Leach invented the RPO, or spread offense, I believe, at OU.
No, Rich Rodriguez invented the RPO.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Mike Leach invented the air raid at OU. That is true. Or he didn't invent it. He perfected it. Handoff up the middle to Baron Teehee. Pretty much gets back to the line and goes down. Mike Leach was a disciple of a guy at a small school called Valdosta State, a D2 school in Georgia. And they actually invented the air raid sometime in the 90s.
Oh, cool.
I am full of a Wikipedia-like knowledge of obscure football facts, and I love Mike Leach, too. The guy was crazy in, like, the best way. But did get his start, offensive coordinator for OU in 99. They threw it all over the place with Josh Heupel in his first year as a Sooner. Once again, 2nd and 10, this time from the 30. McLaren trips right. He's going to look to Baron Teehee on the flat, out of the left side. He's got a lot of space, and he's in! Touchdown, Broncos!
Great read by McLaren, not forcing it to the trip side and putting it into harm's way, and he just makes a good move and dumps it out to our athletic boy, Teehee, and touchdown.
I'm not going to lie. I didn't know Teehee could get going that fast.
Yeah, he's quick.
I knew he was a downhill runner, but my goodness, as soon as he hit about the 25, nobody was going to catch him. What a score by Baron Teehee, catching the pass on the flat from Mr. McLaren himself. Here's the extra point attempt. It'll make it 28-14. Kick is good, so cut the score deficit to 2. 2:12 is left on the clock. We'll see what the Bethany defense can do when the Tigers get the ball back. Bethany Broncos football, Oklahoma Sports Network.
This is a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Download our free apps on Apple and Android devices. Plus, find us on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV. Search Oklahoma Sports Network and watch from anywhere.
Back here in Bethany, Oklahoma, live at Southern Nazarene University Football Stadium. Broncos getting down the field and scoring here on Oklahoma Sports Network, bringing the score to 28-14, cutting this deficit to 2 touchdowns instead of 3. Bethany still needs quite a bit of scoring magic to try to get ahead of this one and get a little higher up in the division standings. We're sitting right at the final playoff spot in 4A Division II right now. A win tonight would help guarantee that we could keep that spot. A loss could make it a little more complicated. So far, Ardmore's offense with their wishbone formation has just been kicking our butts. We will see how our defense can do here. Ardmore's going to get the ball at the 31 after the pooch kick is fair caught. So let's see, Brennan. We know that they need to key a little bit more on the outside and maybe watch out for those deep passes.
Yeah,
what else can the defense do here?
We've done really a good job of covering up the passes, but yeah, like you said, I think covering the flats and those sweeps that they do, that's really where they're getting us tonight. Is those outside runs and those 5 or 6 yards that they gain running it up the middle.
Yeah, it seems like running up the middle is something that we figured out how to stop for the most part, or at least contain. It was those outside plays and pass plays on the last drive that really got us. 1st and 10 from just behind the 34. They're going to pitch out to Laster. Left side, he's got a ton of running room. Jagger Weaver tries to pull him down. He can't. To the 10-5 touchdown, Ardmore. Are you kidding me? Man. I feel like I've said it already. You can't even really be mad. It's a really, really well-executed play on an offense that has just clicked all night. I don't know what they did in the locker room during the lightning delay. I mean, film study or something. These guys figured something out. 34-14, Tigers in the lead here Still 2 minutes left in the second quarter, still a whole nother half of football to play, but we have not found any answer to stop this offense.
It's kind of rough. The two guys that are, designated to cover the flats is McGee and Teehee. They're both kind of the edge rushers, edge linebackers, and both of those guys are playing running back tonight. So
easy to get
really
gassed.
got to make sure to keep their eyes on their key notes and not get caught up in the backfield, and that's what happened.
Well, 2:01 left to go. Extra point is good. Ardmore is up 35-14. Bethany Broncos football, Oklahoma Sports Network. Back here in Bethany, Oklahoma, live at Southern Nazarene University Football Stadium on Oklahoma Sports Network. Bethany Broncos taking on the Ardmore Tigers, and I caught Brennan singing again.
Yeah, you got me. I was doing a little opera.
The Phantom of the Opera. Right, Halloween time. Let's do it. 2:01 left to go, and the Tigers are up 35-14. This one has not gone how we wanted it to go. Lots of game left. This one is not decided. But Bethany's going to have to figure out how to defend this wishbone option. They have just really struggled defensively. I think Ardmore has scored on every drive they've had except maybe one, or have they scored on every drive?
I'm not too
I think they've scored on every one. Jagger Weaver taking the kick, weaving, wouldn't you know it, across the 25, and the ball squirts out of bounds at about the 26. That has got to be a moisture-related issue.
Oh, yeah.
It was like he was lateraling it to Coach MacArthur down there.
Definitely would be in their interest to, get a score before halftime and, answer back to that long touchdown, the first play. That's 2 first plays that they've scored, and that is tough.
That is tough. That's demoralizing on a defense. Yeah. It's hard to get your ears pinned back and go in there and do your thing when you're so worried about getting beat. Minute 51 left to go in the second. Let's go down there, get a touchdown, then get a pick six, get this one back within 1. Breck Brady over the middle is who he'll look for. Good throw. Incomplete. Yeah. Broken up nicely by Ardmore.
Yeah, it looked like it fell out once he hit the ground, but good throw, good read.
Brings up 2nd and 10 now from the 26. Minute 45 left to go in the second. Clock stopped after the incompletion. Hand off to Teehee. Right side, middle, picks up about 6.
Yeah, keep giving it to Teehee. He's on a hot streak right now.
Yeah, really can't go wrong with running it with him. I'm surprised we haven't seen him get look more often. Scoring the touchdown on the flat also. Makes it 3rd and a long 3, almost just 2. Minute 20 and counting on the clock. Not really in a hurry just yet. We don't want to leave time on the clock for them to get down and score again. McLaren going to run it to the left. Has good blocking, trying to make it to the edge, and he gets there. It's a first down. Clock will continue to run because he goes down in bounds.
Well, I think they're going to stop it.
Yep, there we go.
Yep,
timeout on Bethany. We'll take a real quick timeout ourselves. Minute 03 left to go. Ardmore up 35-14. Bethany Broncos, Oklahoma Sports Network. Back here in Bethany, Oklahoma, live at Southern Nazarene University Football Stadium here for Oklahoma Sports Network's coverage of Bethany Broncos football taking on the Ardmore Tigers. We're down 35-14 right now. Offense trying to get something together with 1:03 left to go in the second quarter. Be great to get a score before we go into the half. Trips right for McLaren. Right is where he's going to look. He's got Jagger Weaver out there all alone. Makes a man miss and ducks out after picking up about 7 or 8.
Yeah, good protection up front, allowing him to let things develop, and a good check down and making sure to get that ball to Weaver and give him a chance.
So they're walking that spot to the 46. That'll make it 2nd and 2. Clock stopped at 56 seconds left to go in the second. Trips left again for McLaren. Jagger Weaver at the bottom of your screen. Breck Brady at the top, lined up one-on-one. McLaren under a little bit of pressure, steps up, looking, going to run. First down, a little bit more, flag goes down. Flag came out a long ways away from the action.
Yeah, I think it might be a hold maybe. I didn't see any holds, but.
Well, apparently he did from about 30 yards away. Eagle eyes. And we're deliberating. We are deliberating. You know, at NFL stadiums and college stadiums, they play the Jeopardy theme music during this.
That's funny. Dun, 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 dun.
They're going to wave it off. We like that.
There you go.
I do struggle to understand how you could see a holding penalty from about 20 yards away. I really do. I mean, if there's like an obvious one, right? Like homie's grabbing onto either side and just yanks the guy down.
So what's the rule on that? Like, if you throw a penalty and you go and discuss, is it like if you get outvoted, there's
Maybe.
no penalty?
That's
like,
honestly something we should ask an
like
officiating
the guy's
crew
like,
about.
hey, I saw holding, and the two guys are like, no.
And they're like, nah. And then they're like, okay, wave it
yeah.
off. Yeah, no, that's. I think ultimately it does go down to the actual referee, the head judge.
Right.
So it's a 1st and 10 now at the Ardmore 43. McLaren has Teehee back there. He's going to throw. He's got Seth Griner, but that's not who he's looking for. He wants Jagger Weaver deep.
There
and
it
he
is.
gets pushed, and that's going to be a pass interference. That'll make up for the no call earlier. We'll take that. Weaver had a good shot at that ball until he got shoved in the back.
Yeah, it looked like he could almost, catch that one.
Oh, absolutely.
But,
no, he had a good shot at
yeah.
it until the penalty. That might have been why it didn't get called before, is maybe they didn't feel like Mars really had a play on the ball.
Right.
I'm not going to lie, too. I saw it. When Mars came across, he kind of he dipped the shoulder a little bit. Not going to say he was trying to get a penalty. And honestly, if he was, it's a good strategy.
Yep.
So we're looking at 1st and 10 from the 28. Referee making notes in his diary about who he's going to call after the game. No, I'm just kidding. They got the officials book that they keep notes in. 1st and 10 at the 28. McLaren looking to pass. Pressure
Good
from
throw.
the edges, but he gets it out to Griner.
Oh!
Griner didn't go all the way down. The whistle didn't blow! Touchdown!
Wow.
Seth Griner! Incredible awareness. Football IQ from Seth Griner. He says, my booty didn't touch. I'm still good. Let's go. What a play. That'll swing momentum back to you. Still down 2 scores, but 34 seconds left, and you're back in it just like that.
Yeah, great heads-up play for him to not give up, and great touchdown. Good throw from McLaren, good reads, good protection up front.
Good execution, Brendan.
Yep.
So the extra point will make it a 14-point. Hold is good, kick is good. 35-21 is the score. 34 seconds remain in the first half. Bethany Broncos football, Oklahoma Sports Network. Almost got you again. Back here in Bethany, Oklahoma.
You like to sing.
Back here in Bethany, Oklahoma, Southern Nazarene University football stadium. Bethany Broncos taking on the Ardmore Tigers in this 4A Division II matchup. Phil Rodriguez and Brendan Rodriguez here on the Oklahoma Sports Network broadcast. Bethany scoring an incredible touchdown. Seth Greiner bringing in a catch, going down. Just kidding. He didn't. He bounced off the player as he tried to bring him down. Greiner was aware, didn't hear no whistle, didn't hear no bell, got up, fought that one out, scored a touchdown. Big play. So now it's just a 2-score deficit that we're facing with 34 seconds left to go here in the second. Another little pooch kick. This one not fair caught. This time he's going to try to return it around the left side. He's got some room. He tries to pull him down. Jagger Weaver is down, shaken up, and there's a flag on the play.
I was watching him the whole way. A really crappy block from Ardmore. And they went for the thigh board block, and it is legal, but it's not a nice one.
Maybe not the way that they did it is legal unless they picked this flag up too. Weaver certainly looks like he's all right, but definitely got shaken up a little bit on that one.
Yeah, those are stingers. Those ones hurt. And misses the thigh pad perfectly. And
oh, man, and gets you right there.
Yep.
We're going to see a little bit of deliberation again. I think they did actually make the call. I was looking at our guy Jagger, hoping he's all right. Damian Aguilar will come in as the sub while Weaver is getting a little rest on the sideline.
Phil, it looks they're showing some Shea stats right now in double overtime. Shea, after this point, has 50 points right now.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, while we were at break, we discovered the Thunder game has once again gone into double overtime. I wonder what the record is. Got to be the first time that's happened, but maybe not. So they're now up 127 to 126 with 4 minutes left in the second overtime. That penalty is going to push the return all the way back from almost midfield now. Ardmore's going to start from the 26. 30 seconds left to go exactly in the second quarter. And pitch out.
Oh, yep.
Flag on the play. Is it a hold, Brendan?
It's going to be a face mask. It looked like a finger.
Yep. I thought I saw something funky happen to the quarterback.
Yeah, it was close, but he was right there.
Kadrian Miller, he of the long run before. Well, he had a quarterback sneak for a touchdown, I think. But he will get the face mask call here against Bethany. Oh, Andrew Wiggins just drained a sweet three. 130-128. Thunder in the lead in the second OT. 3 minutes left. Back here in Bethany, we're looking at 23 seconds left here in the second quarter. After the face mask call, they're going to walk the ball up to the 41. So Ardmore will have first and 10 at their own 41-yard line. See what the defense can do here. We don't want to give up another long score. He's going to throw. Has a receiver. Aguilar's out there one-on-one, pushes him out of bounds. That's Jaden's right on the catch. Picks up enough for a first, I believe.
Yeah, they're really trying to score before half. Not much time, but
it would help their case a lot. Although I'm not sure. I think they do get the ball first in the second half. No, they had the ball first, didn't they? Yeah. So Bethany will get the ball first here in the second half. So that could be big if we can get a stop here. It's another pass. Looking for that one-on-one. Has Laster. Great wrap-up by Jagger Weaver to pull him down before he can do anything with it. Inside the 40 to about the 39, and I believe Ardmore called timeout.
Yep.
Meanwhile, they're also on a timeout in the Thunder game. Oklahoma City leading 132 to 128. 2:45 remaining in that one. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander with 50 points. Doing a good job to clap back at the critics. So many people said he just won MVP because he was a foul merchant. They seem to forget he can also score an obscene amount of points. Football world, the Vikings are down 31-10 to the Chargers. I don't think anyone is surprised that the Vikings keep losing with Carson Wentz at quarterback.
Wow, Hera beating Medill 62-21.
Yeah, I feel pretty good about our game at Medill next week. I believe that's our next opponent. But we've really got to beat Ardmore. This is the game right here. Another passing play. Looking deep, left side, has a man. Griner's in coverage. Did he catch that? Are you kidding me?
We're going to need to see a replay.
Wow. That is unreal. That is number 3, Jawan Lee. Pulling in the catch at about the 10.
Wow, yeah, he did.
3 seconds is all that remains, but that's enough time to try to score. They're going to call a timeout again, and you probably don't want to listen to me talk about the Thunder anymore. We'll go to a quick timeout ourselves. Bethany Broncos, Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Back here live in Bethany, Oklahoma, Southern Nazarene University Football Stadium. Bethany Broncos down 35-21. They just gave up a big passing play. We thought they were going to try to take a shot at another touchdown here, but Ardmore's going to kick. 3 seconds left in the half. See what they got. Flag down on the play. I think somebody moved on the kicking side early. That is exactly what they're going to call. False start.
Oh, yeah, push them back.
On the kicking team. Beep, beep. 5 yards. So it'll be first and goal now at the 15. They ran a second off the clock. What's that about?
Huh?
Clock says 2 seconds now.
Oh, I don't know.
Lisandro Hernandez will retry the kick here. Hold is good.
And he missed it.
Kick is not. Way short. So we go into the locker room getting the ball first down, 2 scores. It ain't over yet, folks. 35-21, Ardmore in the lead. We'll be back after halftime with more Bethany Broncos football, Oklahoma Sports Network. Back here live in Bethany, Oklahoma at Southern Nazarene University Football Stadium. Getting ready to kick off the second half here with the Bethany Broncos taking on the Ardmore Tigers here on Oklahoma Sports Network. My apologies. I thought our guys were getting the ball first here in the second half, but they will actually kick off to the Tigers. Hoping we can do a little bit more of what we did on the last drive, get a defensive stop. If you're with us up past your bedtime, we appreciate you. Still a lot more football left to play. This could be anybody's game. They're going to go for a surprise onside, and Ardmore pounces on it pretty easily. Good awareness there by the returner.
Yeah, really aggressive decision, too. Onside it and try to get the ball early.
I think I like it. If you get that, that's huge.
Yeah.
And if you don't, honestly, your defense has been struggling. They're going to call offsides on Bethany. Are they saying we didn't get the ball far enough?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Because they did recover. Weird. No, it sounds like they will re-kick. Yep. Now, I thought the ball didn't have to go the full 10 if it's recovered by the receiving team. But what do I know? So we'll re-kick here from the 35. As always, Cody Martin handling kickoffs and field goal duty tonight. Little pooch kick. Caught at the 34, fair catch. And that is where the Tigers will begin their drive. So here's hoping we don't allow any big plays around the end. Oh, now we got a flag against the Tigers, I guess.
Goodness.
So they're going to push them way back to their own 34 is where they're going to start off with.
So looking at the sideline, it looks like Kiefer's going to be undressed with that boot on the left ankle again.
Might not have been quite ready to go. That is a disappointment. We were hoping to see more Wyatt Kiefer, but we also want to make sure he's staying healthy. First and 10 for the Tigers from their own 34. Going to hand off up the middle, and he's stopped right where he started. Breck Brady and company will play to the whistle. That was Ethan Slater, I think, mainly in on the hit there. No, pardon me, Chase Clanton. I think Ethan Slater graduated. So second and, man, they're going to give him 2 on that play. Second and 8 for the Tigers now, just past the 35. Laster coming around from right to left. They're going to pitch it to him. Marcos Lopez is back there. Good tackle, but I do think he might have grabbed a little bit of face mask. Flag on the play. It's a real bummer if that's what the call is, but I think that's what it is. Yep, face mask against... Wait, against...
Huh.
Ardmore?
Yeah, face mask against Ardmore.
Interesting. Okay. I thought maybe he pointed the wrong direction the first time, but he clarified. So that'll be declined. They're going to take the result of the play with Marcos Lopez pulling down the ball carrier for a big loss. I think the ball is going to be back at the... Where are we putting it? At the 31? I swear it was a bigger loss than that, but it's a weird angle up here. We'll trust the officials to make the right spot, I guess.
We're going to talk about something.
Yeah, they are having a discussion about something. Players still getting set for the next play. Yeah, I thought it might have been a little bit of a favorable spot. Maybe that's what they're discussing. I swear he went down behind the 30. Or maybe we're just stopping for a substitution. Still deliberating. Again, this is where they have the Jeopardy music in the pros. Man, I will say if these guys keep having discussions like this, Brendan, we're going to be here till tomorrow.
Yeah, more than likely.
I mean, technically it is tomorrow in an hour and 42 minutes. We are still deliberating. I'll be frank, I don't know what there is to deliberate.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
If the penalty is declined, then put the ball where the guy got tackled and let's go. Official coming over to talk to Coach MacArthur about it. They are going to walk it back a little bit. Still the face mask call. Oh, they're not declining it.
Huh.
Weird. Okay, so we'll accept the face mask. So it should remain second down. And the ball will now be back on the 19. So it is second and, oh, what is it? 15. Second and 25. Yeah, hard to
Yeah.
fault them for that. But I'm not sure why it took so long to figure that out. But we did get it figured out. 11:05 left to go in the third. Second and 25. They're going to throw. No surprises. Under pressure. Gets it out. Oh, and it's through Jagger Weaver's hands. He wanted that one. He nearly had the interception. That would have been huge.
Yeah, it would have.
But Ardmore's still not in a very favorable situation, looking at a 3rd and 25. 3rd and a couple miles, basically. Now, here's where you don't have to worry too much about getting beaten by this wishbone because you know they have to do something deep. You don't have to worry about rushing a lot of guys up the middle trying to stop the run play. You can have some people back to stop a big play. Just make sure they don't get anywhere close to those markers. Crowd getting into it here. 3rd and forever. Run it up the middle. He'll get about 8 yards, but it's by far not enough for the first. They're going to send out the punt team. Great defense on that drive.
Yeah, really, really good stop.
So now with 10:40 and counting in the third, still plenty of game. Bethany making a lot of late substitutions. They're going to get caught. Ill-advised substitutions. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We only had 10 men out there at the end of it, too. Yikes. That's a disaster. We're lucky that doesn't give them enough yards for first.
Yeah, I think they had to burn a timeout.
Oh, is that what they're going to get instead of the flag? Honestly, I think I'd rather take the flag here. Isn't it 5 yards?
I don't know.
I think I'd rather take the flag than burn a timeout this early in the second half. Scoreboard doesn't show any timeouts taken, but it does look like that's what we're looking at, is that Bethany stepped in, called a timeout before they got caught with about 14 people on the field. Okay, so there's the official notification of the timeout. 10:32 left to go in the third. Broncos used their first timeout, down 35-21. Bethany Broncos football, Oklahoma Sports Network. Back here in Bethany, Oklahoma at Southern Nazarene University Football Stadium on Oklahoma Sports Network. Bethany Broncos taking on the Ardmore Tigers. Just got Ardmore good on a defensive stop, pushed them all the way back to a 3rd and 25. They couldn't do much with it on that one. Bethany just had to call a timeout, though. Some late substitutions on a punt return nearly caught them out. Low snap, punter gets it. Nice kick over the 50 to about the 46, and Seth Greiner we'll call a fair catch. So good field position for the Broncos looking to overcome this deficit. It was a 3-touchdown. Now it's a 2-touchdown. Can we make it a 1-touchdown? We'll take some time to think about it because it's not been a heavily delayed game as it is. Yeah, I think I already mentioned this earlier. I'm pretty sure these kids have to go to school tomorrow. But maybe they're going to play hooky. Seth Griner's playing hooky. That's what we heard. No, I'm just kidding. That was just the name I could think of when I did the hooky joke. It's going to be really funny if Seth Griner calls in tomorrow. The guy on the video broadcast said I could. 10:26 left to go as Bethany takes over on their own 46. The man we were just talking about, Griner, goes in motion from right to left. Looking over the middle for Breck Brady. Got him. Bumps into Laster. And
Still
he gets
going.
face masked, it looked like, as he took about a 3-person pile with him all the way to the 40. They're going to mark him down at the 41.
Definitely looked like a face mask.
And I think that's what the crowd is screaming for, but they're not going to get it. Hard to see that call. I don't think the official on this side of the field could really see it because there was just too many bodies in the way. But they might have got away with one there. 1st and 10. 10-12 left to go. Handoff McGee making people miss. Look at that. Inside the 30, down to the 26. Another new set of sticks.
Yeah, great moves by McGee. Great run.
McGee will remain in as the main running option. Trips right to McLaren's right. Jagger Weaver in the slot. Breck Brady's out wide to his left. Are we going to try him in the corner again? Nope, they're going to hand off to McGee, and he almost drops the ball. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. That one could have been a lot worse, Brendan.
Yeah, it looked like he tried to make a cut and kind of lost his step.
Makes it 2nd and about 11. They're going to call it a loss of 1. Yeah, sounds like the guys on the sticks confused the PA announcer. They had 2nd down marked on the last play. So 2nd and 11 now from the 27 of the Ardmore Tigers. Breck Brady's in the slot on the left side. Jagger Weaver's out wide. McGee is to the left of McLaren in the backfield. McLaren's going to throw. Looking right, has time. Breck Brady's there. He's looking in the end zone for Jagger Weaver. Just a little bit too much mustard on it. Had a couple of receivers open kind of lower on the field. He wanted it all, though.
Yeah, it was a good look, and he was definitely open, but, yeah, just another sailing ball from McLaren.
I don't hate the decision, but now this is what we're looking at, Brendan. We don't do well on 3rd and long. 3rd and 11. Weaver, the lone man, out wide to the left. Looks like Griner and Mars up top. They're going to run it. Right side, McLaren tucks it, spinning off of a couple of people, goes down. He's close. He's real close, maybe 2 yards short. And they're actually going to call him down about a yard shorter than I thought he was. It really is that press box angle, I'm telling you. 4th and 3. The offense will stay on the field. No surprises here. 8:30 left to go in the 3rd. Griner and Weaver out wide on the left. Brady's in the slot to the right with Eli Mars. They're going to throw. Looking left. Broken up. A lot of contact in the air, or when the ball is in the air. Weaver knocked around a little bit again. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Yeah, it looked like kind of like a running situation, kind of 4th and short, going for the pass.
It's an interesting play call. I think I would have liked to see that kind of mesh look, though. If we were going to throw it, go with something easy and shallow. So Ardmore will take back over now at their own 19, 1st and 10, leading 35-21 with 8:19 left to go in the 3rd. Handoff up the middle, and those big boys will clear the way. He ends up going a little bit to the right, goes down, gain of about 3 or 4 by Washington. Teehee in on the tackle on that one. Baron Teehee, one of those senior guys that we are highlighting tonight. It is senior night. Now, I feel like they got called for a false start doing something like that earlier. But they do the little man in motions, just abruptly ends it. Quarterback's going to keep it.
Great tackle by
Back
Brady.
to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Brady in there on the tackle, like you said, as well as number 58, Griffin Looper. So brings up another third down here. 3rd and about 5. 3rd and 4 is what the board says. 7:10 left to go in the third and counting. Down 2 touchdowns here. The Broncos want to stop. Breck Brady into the backfield, but he's slippery.
Oh,
We've got a
big
flag
hit.
down, though. Might be holding. Big hit indeed. Marcos Lopez puts him on the ground. Ooh, is he okay? All right, he pops back up.
pretty
A
hard.
little worried about that guy for a moment. We like to hit our opponents hard and all that, but these are kids. We don't want to hurt anybody. So we are going to have a penalty against the Ardmore Tigers. I think that's a holding call. So push them back from 3rd and 5 now to 3rd and 15 from their own 15, 14, 16. I'll just keep throwing out numbers until they spot it. They're going to drop it just a little behind the 16-yard line. So 3rd and 15. I feel like we do better against this team when they're in a long goal or a long to go situation. Can't get beat with that deep pass over the top, though. That's exactly what they'll look for. One-on-one matchup,
Nice.
and it's incomplete. Very underthrown. And the streak of nobody scoring in the second half will continue. Bethany's happy to break that streak here, hoping to do so on their next drive. We've got 6:42 left in the third. Still quite a bit of time in this game. Ardmore will get lined up for the punt. They got Damon Cohey, who's also a quarterback, defensive back. I've seen him in there as running back a few times back there on the punt. Decent punt, fair caught by Seth Greiner at the Ardmore 41. So even better field position than we had last time. See what our guys can do with it here.
Yeah, definitely need a successful drive right here. Get on the board before this third quarter's over.
I mean, Ardmore's given us plenty of chances here. Their offense seems to have lost some steam in this second half. Either that or we figured some things out in the locker room. So Broncos are going to start officially spotted here at the Ardmore 42. 1st and 10, 6:37 remaining in the third. McLaren's got Baron Teehee back there with him. Jagger Weaver's on the sideline. We got Cruz Burleson split out wide on the left side. Breck Brady in the slot to the right. McLaren tucks it and keeps it, but there's a lot of defenders on him immediately. 4-yard loss. They just blew that one up. The coordinators aren't happy about it.
No, we can hear him stomping around over there.
I mean, I can't blame them. That one did not. That's what I'm talking about, Brendan. Execution. It's not a bad play call. It's not a bad play design. Everything is good about it, except for it was not executed. So we're actually going to mark him at the 45, so it's 2nd and 13. Shotgun set. Jagger Weaver's back out there, wide left. McLaren will throw again. He wants Breck Brady over the middle. Hit the defender in the chest. Nearly picked off. Little bit of contact before the pass. I thought we might see a flag.
Yeah, a little bit of contact, but I think it was. I don't want to say it was an uncatchable ball, but it was a little out of his reach.
It was not great. I will admit I am concerned that McLaren may be pressing a little bit at this point. We just need him to take a breath. He's got the talent. He's got the moxie. We just need him to get his head in the game. 5:50 left to go. 3rd and 13. McLaren going to pass again. Steps into the pocket. Rolling right. Has time. And he's just going to have to throw that one away.
Yeah, really wasn't anything downfield. They were covered up the whole way through.
Brendan, that drive stunk.
Yeah,
that
it
was a
their best
huge
one.
opportunity, and I don't know how we wasted that. That stank. And lo and behold, the streak of no scoring in the second half continues. After we saw scores on most of the possessions in the first half, neither team has had any success on offense here since we came out of the locker room. It's another nice boot from McLaren. Bouncing
They tried.
into the end zone. They got so close to that one. Good effort there. Is that Aguilar trying to get down there?
Yeah, that was Burleson, I
Cruz
believe.
Burleson. Nice
Yep.
job. Might have pulled his hammy a little bit. He ran down there so hard. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Tigers at the 20. A pick six would be really nice right now. .534 left in the third. Simultaneously feels like ages and yet nothing. No surprises, Ardmore in their wishbone set. They've been running it every play. They're going to hand it off to Laster around the left side. He's got some running room. He picks up a big chunk of yards. I think that's a new set of sticks.
Yeah, Bethany definitely needs to find a way to stop that and get the ball back into their offense.
That is indeed going to be a first down for Ardmore. Ball just on the other side of the 30. Tight wishbone set for him here. Run up the middle. About 4 yards by Washington. And maybe 4 yards doesn't seem like a lot, but if you're getting 4 yards on every run, you're getting a first down every 3 plays. We've got to find a way to stop this. We've been able to get that pressure up the middle. We've been able to get it around the edges to a point.
Yeah, really all night that run game up the middle where they get either like 6 or 7, yards out of it.
It's been a killer.
It's been bad.
4:30 and counting in the third. 2nd and 4. There's Cohee with the fake motion, cuts back. Handoff up the middle to Washington. He runs so hard. Look at those legs churn. Picks up about 5, 6, enough for the first down.
Yeah, big, and that was literally what I was, just talking about. Those couple yards are killing us.
Yeah, it'd be one thing if it was a couple yards, but we're looking at 4, 5, 6. I mean, any team running that well is going to do that all the way down into the end zone. Plus, these guys are content to run this clock. They are happy with their lead. Either a touchdown or a field goal would potentially put it out of reach. 3 scores is a lot to overcome in a fourth quarter. 1st and 10 from the 48. Handoff up the middle. They meet him immediately. Washington only gains about a yard on that one. Good job by Sawyer Yates and company to just fill up the middle real quick. I guess they thought Sawyer Yates did so good on that last play, they're going to give him a rest. Got to keep that line fresh, though, all jokes aside. 2nd and about 8.
Oh,
it looked
good
like
tackle.
he wanted to hand it off, but he couldn't. The running back wasn't ready for it. Quarterback goes down for a big loss. Was that Brady on the tackle?
Yeah, that was Breck Brady.
It's going to make it 3rd and long for the Ardmore Tigers, 3rd and 9. Boy, that's kind of a favorable spot. I feel like he hit him a little further back than that. Just like us, though, Ardmore has really struggled when it's about more than 5 to go on 3rd down. 2:50 remaining and counting here in the third. 3rd and 9. Pass. Looking left. Has his receiver. Unbelievable. Wide open. That's heart-wrenching.
Yeah, that was a really good route.
It was.
He's been having a great game.
It's Jawan Lee. Absolutely put on a route running clinic. Damian Aguilar did his best, but that's a tough matchup to win when the guy's running routes like that. It's a new set of downs for the Tigers. They're in Bethany territory now, 1st and 10 on the Bethany 45. Stumbles a little bit, looking to throw. He's got a man wide open in the flats. It's Washington. He gets down to about the 35. I think that's another first down. They're just strangling us, Brendan.
I know, but here comes our boy Sawyer Yates. He reminds me of my roommate. You know, not the tallest, but, you know, big and strong and can plug up a hole.
They have really seemed to do, they really seem like they've done well tonight, stopping that up the middle run when our guy Yates is down there for sure. Looks like we're going to get a timeout called, I think, by Ardmore. So 2:06 left to go in the third quarter. Tigers up 35-21. Bethany Broncos football, Oklahoma Sports Network.
This is a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Celebrating 10 years. We are the Celebrating 10 years. We are the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Live here in Bethany, Oklahoma at Southern Nazarene University Football Stadium, Oklahoma Sports Network, covering your Bethany Broncos taking on the Ardmore Tigers in a 4A Division II matchup. Phil Rodriguez, Brendan Rodriguez here with you, looking at a 1st and 10 for the Ardmore Tigers from the Bethany 35. They are driving right now with 2 minutes left in the third and a 2-touchdown lead. Correction, that was 2nd and short on that play. Now they're going to have a new set of sticks, as I've been saying tonight. Sawyer Yates in on the stop. Did what he could, but tough to stop a train like this. 1:40 left in the third and counting. Ardmore has eaten about 7 minutes off the clock with this drive. Hand off to Laster, left side. It fooled everybody. No one's going to catch him. Touchdown, Ardmore Tigers. Once again, one of those plays where everybody went right. We needed somebody to go left. Nobody went left except for Laster, Tyson Laster. I've said his name a lot tonight. I think he scored 3 touchdowns, maybe more. I'm sad now.
Yeah.
41-21, 1:19 left in the third. 3 scores is difficult, if not impossible, to overcome in only 1 quarter of football. Peyton Manning did it once. That's Peyton Manning, though. Is he available? He wore a helmet like this once. Kick looks good. 42-21. Tigers leading the Broncos. Oklahoma Sports Network.
Download our free apps on Apple and Android devices. Plus, find us on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV. Search Oklahoma Sports Network. Download our free apps on Apple and Android devices. Plus, find us on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV. Search Oklahoma Sports Network and watch from anywhere.
live back here in Bethany, Oklahoma, Southern Nazarene University Football Stadium on Oklahoma Sports Network, watching your Bethany Broncos take on the Ardmore Tigers in a big 4A Division II matchup. It's not gone well for Bethany. We're down 42-21 here as we get ready to end the third quarter. Ardmore's wishbone is not the most advanced system. In fact, as far as football offenses go, it's a little bit rudimentary. However, it means you got about 4 heads on any given play that could carry the ball, and when all 4 of those heads are good at running fast, it's hard to stop them. There's been a trifecta, if not a quintuple of just really good playmakers on this squad. Damon Cohee, Jawan Lee, Tyson Laster has been real punishing, and then the true freshman running back DeRay Washington. They have just gouged us. It's got to be about 400 rushing yards at this point. High kick over the 30, received at about the 26. I think that's Burleson, might be Griner.
Yeah, I can't see the number from here. It's a little too, yeah, that's Burleson.
Burleson returns it to about the 35. Solid return from Cruz. Burleson gives us good field position. So stranger things have happened. 3 touchdowns can be scored in a minute 15 and a quarter of play. The reason that I will admit I am not super hopeful is that our defense has really struggled against this wishbone system that Ardmore, I don't know, it's not even really that the defense has struggled. The offense has just run it to perfection.
Yeah, they definitely run it well.
The execution by the Ardmore offense tonight has just been without comparison.
You also got to think, too, with how simple that is of an offense. You practice the same thing technically
and
every day.
You've got everything down. McLaren going to tuck it and run here on 1st and 10. Gets across the 45 and a first down, but it's going to be called back because of a holding penalty, of course. Gosh darn it. I feel like we can't get any breaks in this game. Just when it seems like we might be getting one, it kind of rolls back. Just as our offense is going to have to roll back. We don't do well with long down and distances. And so we're shooting ourselves in the foot, starting immediately with one. They're going to walk it back to the 25. No, to the 30. Was it just a false start? I thought it was a hold. I guess that's not so bad. 1st and 15 is a heck of a lot better than 1st and 20, that's for sure. Minute 09 left to go in the third. Xavier McGee in the backfield along with McLaren. I keep wanting to call him McFarland tonight. Goodness. McGee's going to get the call. Up the middle, left side. Solid run.
Yeah, great run.
Gets up to about the 42. Going to give him 2nd and short. Nice job. Yeah, I'll admit, I would have liked to have seen McGee and Barantihi get a few more touches. I'm not sure if that would be the difference maker. It's just they've been playing at such a high level tonight. Love to see them keep getting the ball here. 35 seconds left to go in the third, 2nd and about 3. McLaren going to follow McGee and the rest of his blockers. Takes a hard hit at the 50.
Yeah, it was a hard hit, but just like he has, all year, it gets up and wears it off.
I mean, he pops up. Like he wants to let him know that they didn't get to him. He says, "You can knock me around. I'll probably like Baker Mayfield getting that late hit on the sideline. Popped up, all happy about it." McLaren going to tuck it and run left side, finding good space. Stumbles a little bit after about 2 or 3 yards and goes down. Good effort from McLaren. Nice run. Even if it's not a ton of yards, it's a good play. And I guess we're going to call a timeout. It's the end of the third quarter. Duh. So end of the third quarter, no one scored. No, just kidding. Ardmore scored a touchdown. Bethany kept out of the end zone. It's 42-21. Bethany down, looking to climb back in this one. Bethany Broncos football, Oklahoma Sports Network. Back here in Bethany, Oklahoma, live from Southern Nazarene University Football Stadium. Bethany Broncos taking on the Ardmore Tigers in a big 4A Division II matchup here on Oklahoma Sports Network. McLaren back to pass on 2nd and 7. Over the middle, Jagger Weaver. Jagger Weaver has a lot of open space. He's being caught from behind, though, just inside the 10. These guys have a lot of speed on that team. My goodness.
Jagger Weaver is not a slow person. So.
Not at all. Looked like he was gone, but he's caught from behind. Can't tell if that's Washington. It might be Kazea Andrews, the junior defensive back and wide receiver for the Tigers. Caught Jagger Weaver just as he crossed the 10-yard line. Even still, though, it is 1st and goal Broncos. Breck Brady's all alone on the left side, Brendan. 11:30 left to go here in the 4th.
Yep.
That's where he's looking. He wants Brady. Nope, hits him in the hand. Well covered.
It was well covered.
Brennan, if we score again here, I'm going to say it's because I took my shoes off.
Did you take them off again?
Absolutely. After that drive we had last time, it was needed. $11:23 left to go in the 4th. 1st and goal from the 9. Trips right. Brady to the left. McGee gets the handoff up the middle. He's got nothing but space. Touchdown, Broncos. Did I not say? Let's give that guy some more touches.
And it's because your shoes are off.
Clearly, it's because my shoes are off. They've got to stay off. So that's a big touchdown. Cuts the lead to 2 scores. 11:19 left to go in the 4th. Scores 42-27. See if Martin can knock in the extra point. And he's got it. 42-28. It's not over yet. 11:19 left to go. Bethany Broncos football, Oklahoma Sports Network. Back here in Bethany, Oklahoma, live at Southern Nazarene University Football Stadium for the Bethany Broncos taking on the Ardmore Tigers here in a 4A Division II matchup on Oklahoma Sports Network. Phil Rodriguez and Brendan Rodriguez here with you. And I took off my shoes, so we scored a touchdown. That's definitely how it works. 42-28. Ardmore is in the lead, but the Broncos got down the field and scored. Xavier McGee grabbing a rushing touchdown from 7 yards out. Number 7, 7 yards out. Gotta love it. So we've still got a shot at this one. 11 minutes, 19 seconds remaining. Down 2 scores. Gotta think we'll see some kind of Poochie onside kick here. Yep, high lofting kick received at about the 37 by number 19, Marcus Addison.
Yeah, really going to need a good defensive possession here and try to get this ball back to Bethany.
It's been such a struggle to slow these guys down, much less stop them. Our defense has had at least a couple of drives where we had some good success, especially early on in the 3rd quarter. If we can repeat whatever formula we had going then, we've got time left to get back in this one and score a couple touchdowns. Hey, maybe we could go to overtime. I bet you guys would love that. Let's go to overtime.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
Hey, we'll stay here all night if it means our Broncos get the win in this one. They need it. 4th in the conference right now. Ardmore's in 2nd. If we can knock them down, helps us get a playoff spot a little bit more. Good penetration there from a couple of those guys on the defense there, but play still got away from them a little bit on the left side. It's going to be a gain of 3, 4. Once again, DeRay Washington. He's just killed us all night. Number 8, the true freshman running back. Not running like a true freshman, running like a seasoned veteran. 10:50 and counting. Ardmore loves to run the clock. Often don't even get set until about 10 seconds left with the in the play clock. 2nd and 6. And timeout Ardmore. 10:34 left to go. Oklahoma Sports Network.
So, not real big on paying bank fees? Well, that's okay. It means you're smart with your money and you know how to get a good deal. You're a credit union kind of person, and Communication Federal is your kind of credit union. In fact, PayMe Checking puts real money right into your account when you use your Visa debit card, online or in stores. PayMe Checking, the free account that pays you only from Communication Federal Credit Union.
And we're back here live in Bethany, Oklahoma, Southern Nazarene University Football Stadium. Bethany Broncos taking on the Ardmore Tigers. 10:34 left to go in the fourth here on Oklahoma Sports Network, and the Bethany Broncos are down 42-28. Ardmore has the ball. I could do a cattle auction if I needed to.
I was about to say.
1, 25, 25, 45, sold. 2nd and 6. Ardmore had to take a timeout, think about which way they wanted to pitch the ball. Sweet Caroline still playing on the PA as they snap the ball. Quarterback keeps it. He's not going to go anywhere except into a pile of purple jerseys. They don't have one eye or one horn, but they are flying purple people eaters. I guess that's a joke for the old folks. The kids don't know that song.
Yeah, I didn't get that one.
Yep. 10 minutes left in the quarter, 3rd and 5, and this is a big one here. Bethany needs this ball back if they want to get back in. Quarterback keeps the ball, running right. He's thinking about throwing, barely gets rid of it before he's taken down. Great defensive drive from Bethany, exactly what they needed.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly what they need to, and try and get back on the board and get it to what, two score possession?
Mm-hmm. Two possession game. 9:50 left, plenty of time to score, get a stop, score again. Maybe they can do us all a favor when they score the potentially tying touchdown. They can go for 2 and just win it. I feel like these kids don't want to be here super late either, but they do want to win. Good punt, received by Jagger Weaver. Looking for room, finds a little bit, but he's going to go down at about the 30. Thought I heard a couple fans calling for a flag. Not sure what the call would have been there, but we're not going to get one. So we will have a 1st and 10 here for Bethany at their own 30. 9:41 left to go, down 2 touchdowns. Ba, ba, ba.
Ever since they played Singing in the Rain.
What about it? You just feel like singing now?
I just feel like singing, yeah.
Ah.
I'm feeling groovy.
You know, that musical will do that for people. Gosh, I can't remember the guy's name. 1st and 10, Broncos from the 30. 2 running backs back there with McLaren. He's going to hand off to one of them. It's Xavier McGee. McGee up the middle, nice run. Nope, that wasn't Xavier McGee. That's Baron Teehee. Picks up about 6.
Come on now, Phil. Can't see that?
Teehee. Seth Griner in the slot to the right. Jagger Weaver out wide to the right. Breck Brady all alone to the left. Teehee and McGee in the backfield with McLaren. 9:10 and counting on the clock in this one. McLaren going to throw. Jagger Weaver's open over the middle. McLaren's
I
going to
didn't
take
see
it
him.
and run and go down for a loss of 4. Weaver was open on the right side, and then he broke free of a defender, and he was open over the middle. We do seem to have an Ardmore player down due to injury, so we're going to stop the clock again. 8:51 left to go. 42-28, Ardmore in the lead, Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Back here in Bethany, Oklahoma, Southern Nazarene University Football Stadium, Bethany Broncos down 42-28 with 8:51 left to go here in the fourth on Oklahoma Sports Network. Phil Rodriguez, Brandon Rodriguez here with you like we always are. Bethany looking at a 3rd and 6 from their own 34, hoping to get down the field and score and get this one within 1 touchdown again. Got Mars out wide to the right. He's the man in the backfield.
Well, they give it to him.
And they'll give it to him. No.
On a backed up 3rd down.
A
little bit of frustration in the booth, but all love. Looks like Bethany is going to go for it.
Yeah, offense stays on the field. I guess that's why you go with the running play on 3rd, is you're hoping to pick up a few yards and make a shorter 4th. McLaren's going to throw, has a little bit of time, going to roll out to his left, looking in trouble. Face mask? Nope. He's still up. What just happened?
Wow.
What on earth? I thought the play was over. It was not. McLaren hadn't given up on it either. Makes a mad dash for the first down marker.
It's going to be close.
Yeah, I don't know if he got it, but it's definitely close. He got close, yeah.
I think they're going to call it like a yard or so short.
Yeah, it does seem to be the call. Rough drive.
Yep.
Down 2 touchdowns, and we'll turn it over on downs. Ardmore will take over on the Bethany 39. 7:55 left to go. They're leading 42-28. Handoff up the middle. About 7 yards. This Washington kid is basically unstoppable. It's going to be second about 4. 7:30 left to go in this one. Ardmore's going to take all the time they can.
Yeah, I don't blame them. Try and get as much clock off as they can.
When you got a lead like this, it's what you want to do. 2nd and 5. 7:15 left to go. 5 on the play clock. There was a false start on that play that didn't get called, but that's all right because we get in the backfield and pull the quarterback down for about a 3-yard loss. It was Marcos Lopez? No? No,
yeah.
16, not 15. Who's 16? 16 is Malachi Chapman.
Yeah. I believe him and number 74 are left tackle Chapman. I believe his name is Micah.
Oh,
Chapman.
yeah.
I think they're brothers.
I think so, too. I seem to remember we asked about that, and we did get confirmation. So, again, Bethany defense playing pretty well here. The offense just needs to take advantage of these opportunities we keep giving them. Defense hoping to make another stop here. 6:30 and counting left on the clock here in the fourth. Ardmore looking at a 3rd and 8. They're going to pitch out left to Laster. He's got nothing but room. He picked up a first, but a flag is down. This one might be a hold.
Yeah, they were holding Griner. He was trying to make the tackle, and it was a big, obvious hold.
So you're telling me that the stomping we're feeling from the coordinator booth is excited stomping?
Probably not.
I think they're probably still just mad about giving up all those yards. But we will get a lucky break on that one. It will be a holding call against the Ardmore Tigers. Take them from 3rd and 8 now all the way back to 3rd and 18. .6:18 left in this one. Oh, I guess so. It won't be 3rd and 15 because it's from the spot of the foul. So it's a 3rd and 6 for Ardmore from the Bethany 35. Big chance here for the Broncos. Pitch out right. He's got nothing but room. Goodness gracious. Cuts to the outside, inside the 10, down to about the 6. That's Damon Cohey again. Punter, wide receiver, defensive back, and Bethany Bronco killer. .554 left on the clock, and hope is kind of draining out here. Tigers will have a 1st and goal from the 6, looks like. Yeah, save for one drive, when the Tigers get goal to go, they have scored every time. Washington handoff up the middle, gets maybe a yard. Good stop by the defense.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about.
That was a big scream.
I was going to say, I think we picked up that one on the mic.
It's kind of scary.
Taking our sweet time, running down the clock. It's down to 4:50. Play clock's at 17. Both of them are running. No surprises. Ardmore just wants to run the clock down, get out of here with a win. It's looking increasingly likely like that is exactly what's going to happen. 2nd and goal from the 5. Pitch out right. It's Cohey
Brady's
again.
there. Oh.
Look at that. Brady can't get to him. That kid's too shifty. Touchdown,
very
Ardmore.
Fast.
And that one pretty much does it. It's 40. Oh, they didn't even change the scoreboard. They're so upset about it. 48-28 is the score. 4:30 left to go in the game. Come on, guys. I know I'm not happy about the score either, but there we go. We got to put it on the board. That's how it works. 48-28. They'll stretch it to 49 if they can kick it in here. And that's going to be encroachment from the Bethany defense. None of the Broncos want to find a way to extend the game, but that ain't the way to do it. Oh, man.
Yeah, I didn't see which one.
It was, actually, I think it might have been Aguilar. They really wanted to get in there and block that kick. Oh, bad snap. Way over the head. They're just going to have to fall on that one. So extra point is no good. 20-point lead instead of 21. You know, we'll take whatever we can get. 48-28, 4:30 left to go in this one. Bethany Broncos, Oklahoma Sports Network. And we are back here in Bethany, Oklahoma. I turned the volume up too loud. Southern Nazarene University Football Stadium, Oklahoma Sports Network. Phil Rodriguez, Brennan Rodriguez. It's not been fun. Ardmore's in the lead, 48-28 in a game that was really kind of a must-win for Bethany if they want to secure their playoff spot. Still a shot. Still a lot of winnable games left on the schedule, but this one stings and it stinks. It's not been a great showing for either side of the ball tonight here on the Broncos. Conversely, on the other side, the Ardmore Tigers have just executed perfectly on offense. And I guess we really can't be too hard on our defense because it's just, when you execute the option as well as they have today, it's so hard to defend.
That's why it lasted in football as long as it did.
I mean, it's still kicking around. Yeah. We were talking Army doesn't really do it anymore, but Navy still does. Air Force still does. Air Force is also having an awful season, but good kick returned here by Aguilar. Makes a couple people miss. Nice return. Oh, and the ball comes out. Are you kidding me?
I think he was down.
I thought he was down too. Jagger Weaver is standing there with his arms out. So is Aguilar. Gotta say, I share their feeling. That really looked like he was down.
They're not going to call it.
That is undarn believable. What in the heck? So it's 54-28. Ardmore.
Yeah, they're not going to call it.
Unreal. Sorry, guys. So with 4:19 left to go, 54-28. See what they can do on the extra point here. Down and good. So it is 55-28. Ardmore in the lead with 4:19 left to go. Bethany Broncos, Oklahoma Sports Network. Back here in Bethany, Oklahoma, Southern Nazarene University Football Stadium. I may have killed my producer and color commentator. When you're stuck in a booth for so long, natural things happen. Leave it at that. 4:19 left to go. Bethany Broncos down against the Ardmore Tigers, 55-28. This one's been a rough game. And a rough call just happened as they ruled Damian Aguilar was not down on the kick return when the ball was jarred loose and returned for a touchdown by Ardmore. So just rubbing it into the wounds here. Still 4:19 left, but really feeling like this one's out of reach. That's the second or third time that kicker slipped when he's gone for the kick. Here's Aguilar in the return again, hurtling over people down to the 43-yard line. Great return from Aguilar. He's played like a man possessed tonight.
Yeah, a little upset from that last return, and I don't blame him.
Every right to be. It was an upsetting result, without a doubt. So 4:12 left to go. Broncos down 55-28, just looking to score points for pride at this point.
And the announcer's still bringing the
I was going to
energy.
say that PA announcer is still having fun. So 1st and 10 from their own 43. Jagger Weaver split out wide at the bottom of your screen. Seth Griner's going to get it on a little end-around pitch. Up the middle. I think he got enough for a new set of sticks.
Yep.
So nice run by Griner. They are not moving the sticks, even though he definitely got past them. I am confused.
All righty.
I guess they're okay. Second and -1. Hand off to Baron Teehee up the middle, and he gets it down at the 40, so they'll probably spot it at the 44. Yeah, he's over there 1st and 10 Broncos like ain't nothing wrong. 3:34 and counting. Going to do another little pitch to Griner, trying to find some empty space, and he does all the way down to the 20. Seth Griner trying to show why Mama should let him play hooky tomorrow.
Still on it.
I gotta continue with this joke. 3:20 and counting. Not really concerned about the clock here, though. Like I said, we're just trying to kind of get points for pride here. Baron Teehee, handoff up the middle. Carries a couple players with him to the 15. Oh, and we've got a little bit of a late shove, and they're going to pull a flag out. Marcos Lopez was in a bit of a scrum. You like that? That's a rugby term for you, Brennan.
There you go, yeah.
With an Ardmore player, and they're going to rule that he was in the wrong.
Yeah, that's a kind of a low penalty, but
that is what it is. Personal foul, though, is really going to hurt. That's a 15-yarder. So it'll take us from the 22 way back to, looks like about the 32. No, all the way to 37. Let's see where they spot it. They like to take their time. You know, they got to think about it. 10 plus 2, carry the 1. $14 plus 15 is 29. Did you guys know that?
nope.
Yep. Always has been. Pretty sure it always will be. 29 is also the channel that ESPN was on Cox Cable when I was growing up. One of those things you always remember. 30 was MTV, 28 was ESPN2. 3 minutes left and counting, second and very long now after the personal foul. McLaren telling Griner to go to the end zone and heaves it up for him.
Oh.
Intercepted, but there's flags everywhere because it is some blatant pass interference. The defender basically shoved Griner to the ground to get to the ball. Clock stops at 2:54 after the pass interference penalty. See where they spot it. Paul was on about the 29. Now we're going to walk it. Now walk it out. Now ref's going to walk it out.
There you go.
Defense walk it out. Down to the 15. So second and about 5. Second about 4 from the 15 here. 2:54 left to go in the game. McLaren going to give it to Teehee. Teehee, lots of open space, gets caught from behind, but he gets down to the 5. First and goal Broncos with 2:48 left to go. Handoff Teehee again, up the middle, just met with a wall of Ardmore Tigers. Gets just a couple on that play.
Yeah, really nowhere for him to go.
2:30 and counting on the clock. Three wide. Breck Brady's in the slot to the left. Seth Griner out wide to the left. Weaver out wide to the right. But Teehee will get the call up the middle. Come on, a little tush push. Get him in there. Golly, they're going to say he still didn't get in. 2:05 and counting on the clock, and the ball is going to get spotted right on the goal line. Surprised to not see that kind of power Wildcat set we usually employ in these kind of situations. Just give it to Teehee one more time. I think they kept him out again.
Wow.
No, he's in. Touchdown. Touchdown, Baron Teehee. He breaks the plane. Minute 43 left, and it's 55-34 as the Broncos get a score. I was a poet, and I didn't know it. So here we go. We're going to try for the 2. McLaren looking in the backfield. Flags down everywhere. I think they're going to call this interference. So they're going to give us a 2. 55-36 is the score. Minute 43 left in the game. Bethany Broncos, Oklahoma Sports Network. Back here in Bethany, Oklahoma at Southern Nazarene University Football Stadium, Bethany Broncos taking on the Ardmore Tigers here in a 4A Division II matchup on Oklahoma Sports Network. Phil Rodriguez and Brendan Rodriguez with you here. It's not gone the Broncos' way, down 55-36 with a minute 43 left to go in the game. Getting set to kick off here after we did score a touchdown and a 2, just to get a little pride on the board, not lose so badly. But it has not gone our way. Ardmore's offense has executed essentially perfectly all night. It was just too much to overcome. So minute 43 left to go in the game. We'll get set to kick it off from midfield. We applied the penalty that was against Ardmore on that 2-point conversion on the kickoff, and the kick is going to go out of bounds. Ardmore is going to get to take over at their own 35, unless they make us re-kick that. No. Still looking like the first team offense out there for the Tigers.
Yeah, they're definitely just going to take their time on this drive.
Can't
Probably
blame them. They got that 3-score lead, 19 points. They're chanting Frankenstein in the crowd.
Well, I don't know what that
means. You
means.
got me.
And they're still saying it.
They are.
Wonder what that's about.
I don't know. Everybody looked confused. 1st and 10 from the 40 for the Tigers. Handoff up the middle to Washington. He'll get about 3 before he's pulled down. Is it like a reference to that like haunted hotel movie where Adam Sandler's the Dracula? What, Hotel Transylvania? Is that a thing?
I don't know. I don't know if that relates. I don't have no clue.
I'm going to go home and do the Frankenstein chant to my 5-year-old and see if she reacts. I can't even figure out who's doing it. That's so weird. 2nd and about 8 for the Tigers here from their own 42. Minute left and counting. They're just going to knee it here. So since we're kneeing now, this is pretty much going to do it. Broncos will look to regroup. We'll have a game next week at Tecumseh. That is Halloween night. So I'll be forgoing trick-or-treating with my kids just to hang out with you fine folks. I hope you like it. Just means I'll get to steal their candy when I get home. Oh, don't judge me. Every parent eats their kids' candy. Right, Jordan? Yeah. So that final knee is going to do it. Final is going to be 55-36. Ardmore Tigers win this one. Bethany will need to lick their wounds and regroup for that big game at Tecumseh. Phil Rodriguez, Jordan Rodriguez, Brendan Rodriguez, Kylan, and Kylan. We appreciate you. We appreciate you tuning in.